This is the video that will finally teach you how to ask questions in English the right way. Whether you're stuck on what, confused by whom, or never sure when to use which, we're going to break it all down in a clear, simple, and fun way. From everyday questions, like where do you live, to trickier ones like whose idea was that, you'll master all forms of asking questions and fix the grammar mistakes most learners make. Ready? Let's jump in. Before we dive in, I have got something special for you. A free quiz worksheet you can download to test your understanding after the lesson. Prefer something interactive? Take the online quiz linked below and see how well you really know how to ask questions. Check the description below to grab both. Totally free and perfect for practice. Let's start with what. We use what to ask about things, actions, ideas, or information. It helps us find out details, ask about time, preferences, or even opinions. It's a powerful question word we use every day to learn more about the world. The what question usually follows the pattern. What plus do, or does plus, subject plus verb. To ask about objects or things. This is used when you don't know the name or want to identify something. What is that noise? What do you have in your bag? To ask about actions or activities. This is great for finding out what someone is doing or will do. What are you doing? What does she eat for lunch? To ask for specific information. This is used to get details about time, types, colors, preferences, etc. What time is it? What color is your car? What kind of music do you like? To ask for opinions or explanations. This is used when you're asking for thoughts, ideas, or meanings. What do you think about this movie? What does that mean? Next, let's move on to when. And we use when to ask about time. This word helps us find out the time something happens. When can be used to ask about different kinds of time. You can ask about time of day, special dates, or events that happened before, or will happen later. When is the most common and useful word for asking about time in English? This is used to ask which day or date an event happens. It is an important word for English learners to know and use. The when structure usually follows the pattern. When plus do, does, did, will plus subject plus verb to ask about dates or days. When is your birthday? When do we have class? To talk about future or past moments. This is used with will for future moments or did for past moments, to ask about when something happened. When will you arrive? This refers to future moments. When did she call? This refers to past moments. In this lesson, we will be talking about where. Where is used to ask about location or position. It is particularly useful when seeking to determine the place where someone or something is situated. Additionally, where helps inquire about the setting of events or actions. It is the ideal question word when you need to find out where something takes place. The common question structure of where is where plus do, does, did plus subject plus verb, to ask about location or place. This is used when you want to know the position or place of something or someone. Where is my phone? Where do you live? To ask about direction or destination. This is used when you want to know the direction or endpoint of movement. Where are you going? Where did he travel? To ask about events or activities. This is used when you want to know the location of an action or event. Where is the meeting? Where do you play soccer? We next shift our attention to who. We use who to ask about people. It helps us find out who is doing something or who is involved. You can also use who to ask about someone's identity or when you're talking about people involved in actions. The common question structure, when who is the subject is who plus verb. The common question structure, when who is the object is who plus do, does, did plus subject plus verb. This is used when you want to know which person is doing something. Examples of using who to ask about a person which is the subject of the sentence. This is used when you want to know which person is receiving or involved in the action. Who is calling? Who made this cake? To ask about identity or name. This is used when you want to know someone's identity. Who is that man? Who are they? To ask about people involved in actions. This is used when you want to know which person is receiving or involved in the action. Who do you trust? Who did she invite? Next on our list is why. We use why to ask about reasons or causes. It helps us find out why something happens. We also use why to ask about purpose or motivation. It's the perfect question word to understand the reason behind actions. The common question structure of why is why plus do, does, did, plus subject plus verb. To ask about the reason for something. This is used to understand the cause or reason behind an action or situation. For example, why are you late? Why did she leave early? To ask about purpose or motivation. This is used to learn about someone's motivation or purpose. For example, why do you study English? Why does he work so hard? So when you want to dig deeper and understand the reasons or causes or even the purpose of something, use why in your sentences. Now, we come to the question word which. We use it to ask about choices or options. It's useful when we already know the possible answers. You can also use it to ask about preferences, when the options are clear or limited, which helps us choose or identify something specific. It's perfect for asking which one when you have a list or a group to pick from. The most common structure of which is which plus noun plus do, does, did plus subject plus verb. To ask someone to choose from a known group or set. This is used when there are limited options and you want someone to choose. Which color do you like? Which book is yours? To ask about preference or selection. This is used to help make a decision between options. Which one do you want? Which movie should we watch? To ask about specific information among known items. This is used to ask for specific details when the options are already known. Which student won the prize? Which day is better for you? This next lesson is on how to ask question using whose. We use whose to ask about ownership or who something belongs to. You can also use whose when asking about a person connected to a thing. It's commonly used with nouns and verbs, like is, are, d, or d. The common question structure of whose is whose plus noun plus is, are, this, that, these and those, or whose plus noun plus do, does, did, plus subject plus verb. Use whose when you need to find out who owns what. Here are some examples of using whose. To ask who something belongs to. This is used when you want to know who owns or possesses something. For example, whose phone is this? Whose bag is on the table? To ask about people and their possessions. This is used when asking about a person connected to a possession or idea. For example, whose car did you borrow? Whose idea was that? To ask about belongings in a group. This is used to identify the owner among a group. For example, whose shoes are these? Whose homework is missing? Now, we will look at asking question, using whom. We use whom to ask about the person receiving the action. It's used when the person is not doing something, but something is being done to them. In formal situations, we also use prepositions, like to whom should I address the letter? Whom might sound formal, but it helps you speak clearly and politely. The common question structure of whom is usually whom plus do, does and did plus subject plus verb, or preposition plus whom for formal tone. To ask about the person receiving the action, this is used when the person is the object, not the one doing the action. Whom did you call? Whom are you helping? To ask formally or politely about someone. This is used in writing or formal speaking when being very correct. To whom should I address the letter? Whom do you support in the election? Lastly, let's explore asking questions using how. We use how to ask about the way or condition something happens. We also use how with other words to ask about amount or degree. It's a flexible question word used in many ways. Use how when you want to know the way, state, or amount of something. The common structure for asking questions using how is how plus do, does d, plus subject plus verb, or, how plus adjective adverb. Example, how old, how much, how often. To ask about the way something happens. This is used when asking about the method or process of doing something. How do you cook rice? How did she fix the car? To ask about condition or manner. This is used when asking about someone's state or how something went. How are you today? How was your trip? To ask about degree, quantity, or frequency with how, an adjective, or adverb. This is used when asking about numbers, amount, or intensity. How old are you? How much does it cost? How often do you go running? Before we end, don't forget to download your free worksheet or take the online quiz to review everything you've learned today. Both links are waiting for you in the description below. Perfect for extra practice and mastering asking questions in English. What a fantastic job you've done today. You now know how to ask clear and confident questions in English using what, when, where, who, why, which, whose, whom, and how. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Now, try these exercises and make sure you get them right. Goodbye.